So my name is James B. Dworkin, and I'm a professor of business at the Daniel School at Purdue University. Collective bargaining contracts with Stellantis, Ford, and General Motors all expired last night at midnight. And in the United States, in the private sector, most collective bargaining contracts have an expiration date. And so collective bargaining goes on, and this union has decided that since the contract expired at midnight, that they're going to go on strike. You don't have to go on strike. You can continue working under the old contract, or sometimes management actually locks the workers out. But this United Auto Workers decided to go on strike. And it's a different type of strike than they usually have. They call this one a stand-up strike. In the past, the United Auto Workers would select one of the three companies and choose them as the negotiation target. And they would work with them first and then try to get a deal, and then they would try to get the other companies to match that deal. But this time around, what they're doing is they've decided to strike all three at the same time with a stand-up strike, and they picked one of the most important plants for each one of the three companies, Stellantis, Ford, and General Motors, and there are about 13,000 workers that are out on strike out of a total possible of about 50,000 workers that are working in those various plants. In previous negotiations, the union gave up a lot, especially some during COVID and before that during the recession we had, and they haven't had much in the way of wage increases for a while. And what they've seen recently is they saw what happened with UPS, with the pretty fantastic deal they got from the Teamsters with the Teamsters, and how the workers did that well. And they're seeing strikes happening in lots of places, including Hollywood. And I think these workers feel that they now have as much bargaining power as they're ever going to have. And so that's why this strike is happening now. To compare this to what recently happened with UPS, where the Teamsters got a fantastic deal for like almost 500,000 workers. You have to think about what the impact would be for a strike like that. And some really high-level negotiators in various industries told me that deal came about because if you had UPS strike, you'd shut the whole country down. I mean, everybody's getting packages all the time. Now, an auto strike, maybe it's not that much of an impact, but there will be an impact. It'll build up, and we'll get an agreement once the costs of disagreement become too high for both sides. Sounds like the workers are pretty fired up about this, and they're asking for a lot of money. They're asking for, I think, a $40 wage increase, and so it's going to be I don't think this is going to be a short strike. I just think this is going to take a while, and but we'll see what happens.